Yes. My dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog, and I'm welcoming you in a very special way for this special edition, the last for the day. Look, my dear friend, it has been a wonderful day so far. In anticipation of Sunday's game, Chelsea, Manchester United, the news that we are getting it from both Chelsea and Manchester City. Yes. In anticipation of that game against Manchester City. I don't know why I kept mentioning Manchester United. Beg your pardon. It is Manchester City. On Sunday football special. It's Chelsea, Manchester City. You remember we made a story about the referee Anthony Taylor. Yes, he has been assigned to, be in charge of the game. Chelsea, Manchester City. And we are not happy about the situation. But right now, there is not much we can do. Anthony Taylor is a referee that most of us, Chelsea fans especially, we don't favor. It doesn't favor us. In any match, you can go back and check history. Referee Anthony Taylor doesn't favor Chelsea in any match. We always feel being cheated whenever he handles our matches. That is why this coming Sunday, the match against Manchester City, when we heard the news, look, don't forget, this is a referee that was demoted for just one game. He was demoted for just one weekend to the championship. He went to the championship. He handled only one game. And he still gave a dubious penalty according to the information we had earlier this week. He still gave a dubious penalty to Coventry in the championship. Immediately after that match, he's now been appointed to handle Chelsea Manchester City game. This is more like a promotion for him after serving a demotion, after serving a punishment. Handling a game like Chelsea Manchester City just after your demotion, and if you were to be going to be promoted at all after your demotion, you are to be given a different, not a high-profile game like Chelsea Manchester City, but he's been given that to handle a high-profile game, Chelsea Manchester City on Sunday. No problem. That is why Chelsea, right now, we need to go into that game knowing that we are our own referee. We are going into the game on Sunday with the mindset that we are our own referee. We are going to be playing to the rules. We will play with our heart. We will play with our strength. And we will give everything that we can at Stamford Bridge in order to win and win squarely. Simple. Dear friend, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video. I want to hear from you in the comment section as well. And tonight, it's Europa League. I've not spoken much about Europa League and Conference League. It is Europa League tonight. You can still bet and win something with Europa League before we go into the weekend games. Bet with BetWinner. Use my promo code TIM1979, TIM1979, and bet on the Europa League games. Roma is playing tonight. Jose Mourinho's team should be playing tonight in the Europa League. Yes, I remember. Well, that is not part of my plan. But for now, just to remind you, it's about BetWinner. BetWinner. My promo code is TIM1979, TIM1979. Bet and win something great tonight. Quickly, another story that came up yesterday and today was Chelsea offered to quadruple Emma Hayes' salary over the summer. Family reasons part motivated her decision to leave club football. Chelsea Football Club really tried to keep her, but appreciate her situation. We tried to get clarification on the actual reason why Emma Hayes will be deciding to leave Chelsea Football Club at the end of this season. Earlier news made it clear that our sporting director, Weasley, was tasked to negotiate a new agreement with Emma Hayes. But that agreement did not go through, and we were told that he was summoned by the club owners to explain why Emma Hayes is leaving the club. Now we are getting clarification that he was offered a quadruple, of her salary over the summer. Yet family reasons are part of her motivation to leave club football and go back to the US. She is an American, and her family is in the US. She's been in the UK for a while, for years actually, working with Chelsea for well over 10 years, won so much with Chelsea. She is like a Jose Mourinho when it comes to women's football. She is like a Jose Mourinho. She is a legend of the club. She won so much. WSL alone, she won about 6 trophies in the Women's League, in the Women's Super League. She won 6 trophies. She won other trophies in addition. So she is a legend of Chelsea, actually. And she's one of the best around the world. It will be difficult to get someone to replace Emma Hayes. It will be difficult to replace Emma Hayes in that position. And if care is not taken, the Women's League, Chelsea ladies, they are going to be facing similar challenge that the men are facing right now. Yeah, if she's to depart, to get a replacement, someone that can manage the women, manage the players well, will be quite difficult. As we speak, we are being told that most of the players, like our main striker, I will try and get the full details of that. Her contract will be expiring next year, and she's yet to renew that contract. About 2 or 3 players whose contracts are expiring next year, and they are yet to renew. You can imagine if Emma Hayes should leave tonight, or leave by the end of the season, those players might be living together with her. It will be unfortunate, but let's see what the owners will do between now and then. Emma Hayes, she is a legend of the women football. All right, breaking news. The FA are investigating Raheem Sterling after he threw back a missile into the Spurs fans that was thrown onto the pitch as Chelsea celebrated their first goal. He could face a ban. I'm trying to get this video, but I just could not find it. Said Raheem Sterling threw something that was thrown from the crowd. Something was thrown at him, and he threw it back to the fans. If it is true, then Raheem Sterling could face a ban from the FA. But I just hope it's not true. Yeah, that something was thrown from the crowd, he picked it up and threw it back at them. I just hope it is not true. But if it is, then Sterling could be facing a ban from the FA. Let's just hope that isn't true. All right, Raheem Sterling, because we can't afford to lose Raheem Sterling when we have players already on injury. Okay, on Mikel Arteta has been speaking about Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz was a Chelsea player, yes, that we sold to them only this summer. And we've been watching from afar his performances. This is what his new coach, Mikel Arteta, has to say about Kai Havertz. He said, I'm really happy with him. He's doing very good. For me, against West Ham, in the first half, he was the best player. Newcastle, one of the best. And against Sevilla, we saw that again. So, according to Mikel Arteta, Kai Havertz is doing just what he asked him to do. He is one of the best on the pitch of play, according to Mikel Arteta. And that was brought to us by Fabrizio Romano. Yeah, Fabrizio Romano. All right. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandez has to say this. He said, we have a mountain to climb, so we must climb all together. Bruno Fernandez said, we have a mountain to climb. That is in the Champions League. So we must climb all together. There are 2 matches more to play. And for them to qualify to the next stage, they will have to win those 2 matches with goals. They'll have to win and win convincingly. So we have 2 games, and we have to win those 2 games. Then only they can have a chance of qualifying to the next stage of the Champions League, according to Captain Bruno Fernandez of Manchester United. Yeah. More on Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta will look to sell 4 players in January to raise funds needed to sign Brentford striker Ivan Toney. So it means that Arsenal are doing everything possible. Right now, he's top on their list to buy Ivan Toney, who is also a target for Chelsea. And now it's been told, according to the Athletic, that Arsenal have to sell at least 4 players. They have to sell players in January transfer window in order to raise money to secure the services of Ivan Toney. Well, we wait to see. Chelsea, are we going to look buy Ivan Toney, or we are going to be going straight away to get our man, which we are already working on, Victor Osimhen. Okay, there has been issues of VAR in recent days. Issues of VAR and referees, VAR and referees. And listen to this. Sky Sports reports something. We need to get someone up there in VAR that has played the game. That means that people who have to be managing VAR should be people that have once played a game, According to Paul Meson, worries that the time VAR is taking to come to the correct decision is becoming a bit too much. And therefore, he is suggesting that it is time they get ex-players to sit around VAR, to monitor VAR, to make decisions on VAR, not just referees who are just trained referees but have not played a game actually before, according to Paul Meson. He said every decision in that game could have been sorted in 10 seconds. Mike Dean was on a soccer Saturday last week, and he said something that worried me immensely. He said it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as we get the right decision. Even when it's so obvious, they are going to check 100 times. Even if it's so obvious, the referees will check 100 times in order to get the decisions correctly, because the accusation on the referees of late has been too much. So they have decided now that even if the decision is so obvious, they'll check and they'll check and they'll recheck. It doesn't matter the time it will take. He said they have not got to be a lot quicker. They are so nervous now about getting it wrong that it's becoming a bit too much. These ones were pretty obvious. If someone else is up there, they are getting it right in seconds. Gary Neville on commentary called every one of them straight away. Gary Neville on commentary called every one of the decisions they made straight away. And Gary Neville is an ex-player. That is why he is saying, well then, if that's the case, they should get an ex-player to sit on a VAR so that decisions could be made as soon as possible. All right, on that note, let me leave you. By the time you are going to go into bed, you surely get from me an exclusive. I'll see you on the other side when you see me. Remember, it's BetWinner. My promo code is Team1979. Shalom and peace.